Are you in your 30s, 40s, or 50s and finding that pushing through the pain is only causing you more frustration or even disability? Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Hahn, CEO of HealthFit Physical Therapy and Chiropractic and former U.S. National Taekwondo team athlete. In today's video, I'll explain why pushing through the pain might be holding you back from true recovery, especially if you're not seeing improvement. Stick around until the end where I'll share some actionable steps you can take to work with your body, not against it. We've all been told the same thing: no pain, no gain. But that mentality can actually make things worse, especially if you're dealing with chronic pain or recurring injuries. In reality, pushing through the pain can lead to long-term damage, possibly resulting in disability. You might not realize it, but pain changes the way that you move. When you push through it, you start altering your body's mechanics, putting even more strain on the injured area and causing other parts of your body to compensate. This often makes the injury worse and creates new problems. Instead of pushing through the pain, I've helped thousands of people heal by teaching them how to pull in the pain. You might be asking, what does that mean? Pulling in the pain is all about listening to your body. It means recognizing pain as a signal, not something to fight against. Instead of ignoring the discomfort and trying to power through it, acknowledge what your body is telling you and adjust your approach. This can help you target the root of the injury and prevent further ones. To give you a sense of how widespread this issue is, the Centers for Disease and Prevention report that nearly 50 million adults in the US suffer from chronic pain, and many say it severely impacts their daily lives. Even more concerning is that 1 in 4 people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s report injuries that regularly limit their activities. These numbers show how critical it is to understand and to respond to pain appropriately. I want to introduce you to one of our amazing clients, Amanda. As a busy professional with a love for competitive powerlifting, staying active meant the world to her. Just 2 months from competition, she dislocated her kneecap while training. This was her experience.
My goals initially were to just figure out what had happened exactly, because I don't know if I can explain the mental trauma of the injury. I've been hurt before, but I always knew why it had happened. I had no idea why this had happened this time. I had a video of it and I watched it and I couldn't figure out why. So when I came in, I just mostly wanted to see if he could explain to me what had gone wrong so I could prevent it. And if he could get me well enough that I could maybe be training in my gym again within like a month or so. I couldn't even like unlock my leg. It was so awful. And then my goals changed because he told me right away that I would be competing in 2 months at the show and that I didn't have to drop out, and that I would even do better than I had expected, which I didn't believe. And he was right, by the way. I cried when I went home after our first session because I was so depressed after the injury. I was on like a high before I got hurt. I was ready. Like I was going to be performing at the show. I was going to be like competing with people who were stronger than me, and I thought I would have a chance to maybe be on their level. And then after I got hurt, I thought I was out for who knew how long. And working out and lifting it's integral to my personality almost. It brings me joy. So to be robbed of that was very damaging for my psyche. And he gave me my self-confidence back by telling me straight to my face that he knew how to make a plan that would get me where I wanted to be, which like stunning. That's not something I would have expected from most physical therapists.
I know not all of us are competitive athletes, but can you identify with the fear and frustration she was going through? Whether you hurt your back while lifting your child or are suffering from severe arthritis in your knees, pain and fear tends to set in when you are uncertain about your future. This is what can often stop us in our tracks: uncertainty. Let's try to understand this a little more. Dealing with pain isn't just physical, it's emotional too. The way we handle pain often mirrors the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Let me explain how these stages apply to physical pain. Number 1, denial. This is when you try to ignore the pain, believing that it's temporary or that you can push through it. Unfortunately, ignoring pain doesn't make it go away. It often gets worse. Number 2, anger. When the pain persists, many people get frustrated and even angry. They might feel like their body is failing them, or they start to feel hopeless about their ability to recover. Number 3, bargaining. At this stage, people often try to strike deals with their own body. If I rest for a couple days, maybe it'll be fine, and I can go back to my routine. But without addressing the root of the issue, the pain usually returns. Number 4, depression. Chronic pain can lead to feelings of sadness and isolation, especially when it seems like nothing is improving. This can spiral into more serious emotional issues that affect not just our recovery, but our overall quality of life. Last but not least, number 5, acceptance. Finally, pulling in the pain brings you to a state of acceptance. You recognize that something needs to change, and you start taking proactive steps towards healing. This is where real progress happens, both physically and emotionally. Your emotional health has a direct impact on physical healing. Chronic stress, anxiety, and depression have been shown to slow down recovery, increase inflammation, and even suppress the immune system. On the other hand, emotional acceptance of pain, acknowledging it instead of fighting it, can lead to better outcomes. When you acknowledge pain, you work with it. You move through your own grief process more productively. Pulling in the pain doesn't mean giving up. It means confronting the issue with a thoughtful, mindful approach, much like reaching the acceptance stage of grief. This mindset shift can lead to faster, more sustainable recovery. The next time you're tempted to push through the pain, remember this: pulling in the pain and addressing the root cause sets you up for better long-term health. You not only recover more effectively, but you'll also prevent future injuries and setbacks. If you want to learn about how to pull in the pain and want personalized guidance, visit our website, give us a call, or download one of our free ebooks. Let's work together to get you feeling better and pain-free. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped bring some clarity to how you should approach your pain and recovery. Hey, if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for our latest tips coming to you every week. Share this video with your family and friends. It might just make their day a little bit better. I'll see you soon.